minutes.
Utah's hit its last 7 shots from the field. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Millsap. And a foul on Denver. Just the first team foul in the Nuggets here in the quarter. First on the day. Carmelo Anthony didn't sit long. He's back on the floor.
Yeah, Adrian Dantley doesn't want this thing to slip away. They have a 6, 8, 10-point deficit here heading into the half, so they're going to get Melo back out there. Tough matchup for Nene or Anderson, whoever's guarding Paul Millsap. He's just too quick out of the perimeter. You're better off backing off of him, forcing him into the jump shot with a hand up.
Stripped by Anthony. Will stay Utah ball with 7 to shoot. How about the second unit for Jerry Sloan and the job they've done here in the early part of the second quarter?
And it's all about the energy they provide. They've always been better at home. This crowd kind of rallies behind them. They feed off of that. They really have great chemistry. They enjoy playing together. No one really cares who gets shots, who gets the basketball. They all just kind of share it. And they've done a great job of getting Utah a lead.
Pasenko puts it in again. He's 3 of 3 from the field. He played in only 49 games during the regular season. It's his 3rd year out of Ukraine. Great drive by J.R. Smith. Now, he can do that, too. He elected to go to the basket that time.
Yeah, at times, J.R. Smith will fall in love with that three-pointer. But you got to remember, this is one of the more explosive athletes we have in this league. And he can certainly do that when he puts his mind to it. He was very determined that time to break Kyle Korver down off the dribble and get at the basket.
Playing short. And Anthony there with a rebound. Smith has 5 points for Denver. Billups, the leading scorer for the Nuggets tonight, with 10. Working on Price. Billups got stripped. Utah's defensive intensity picking up here in the second quarter. Korver's 3, not there.
That's the look they wanted. Great job running that break. One guy is going to flare out the three-point shooter. The other guy's cutting at the rim. Korver got a great look at it, just couldn't knock it down.
Smith way off with a one-hander. Korver's in a shooting slump. He's 0 for 2 from 3. He shot 54% from out there during the regular season, the best ever in a regular year.
And we talked about Williams and Boozer in game 2. Kyle Korver was huge in that game, particularly in the 3rd and into the 4th quarters. He had a nice little run of his own that really helped kind of fend off a Denver rally.
3-second violation on Utah. First turnover for Correa as Boozer returns for the Jazz. And Pasenko to the bench. He's got 7 points for Utah.
Darren Williams set to check in on the next dead ball. He had a nice rest right there. So he should be able to come in and finish out this last 7 minutes and a half strong. Utah will have the lineup on the court that they want to go with. Trying to build a lead going into the half.
They're tied with Denver despite the fact Carlos Boozer has not scored. Here's Anthony working on Miles. Anthony 3 of 6 from the field. Billups wide open. And Chauncey Billups with 13 points. That's his second triple.
Ronnie Price caught in no man's land. If you're going to go get the double team so that your teammates know they have to rotate. That time he just kind of stood in the middle of the lane, didn't double team Melo, and wasn't anywhere near Chauncey Billups. It's just a breakdown defensively.
A career high 19.5 points per game for Billups on the year. First basket of the night for Carlos Boozer, who is Utah's leading scorer during the regular season. Anthony again on Miles, spinning and scoring.
Yeah, you're going to have to come in that area of the floor. He's just too good with the turnaround jumper. He's got a first step where he can blow by and get to the hole and draw fouls. I think you take the ball out of his hands and do the best you can to rotate to J.R. Smith and Chauncey Billups and take away the three-point shot.
And an official's timeout. Some blood on Carlos Boozer. Don't know if it's his or somebody on Denver. It's been a very physical series.
Looked like he got a shot to the head on that last layup when he was working the baseline.
They were uncertain if he was even going to play in this series after straining his oblique in the second to last regular season game against Golden State. He did not play the following night against Phoenix. But he's averaging 41 minutes per game here in the series.
And here's the second time Korver's made this pass. The first led to a Pasenko layup. That time it's Carlos Boozer, and you see he just catches an elbow or maybe a nail got scratched right on the top of the head as he laying that basketball in.
NBA playoffs continue on ABC Sunday. We mentioned that the Celtics are going for the sweep of the Miami Heat. It all starts with GMC. See our NBA countdown at 12:30, followed by Boston at Miami, then the Cavaliers and the Bulls. Game 4 of that series. Any chance the Bulls even things up with Cleveland?
Tell you what, after what I saw in Game 3, possibly. Cleveland got back to the old Cleveland of relying on LeBron a little bit too much.
Derrick Rose had a great performance in Game 3 as Chicago took that one. Denver trying to take Game 3 here in Salt Lake. 3-point lead.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And Castrol Edge. Think with your dipstick. Upgrade to new Castrol Edge Advanced Synthetic. Nothing offers better wear protection.
City, the Nuggets on top of the Utah Jazz by 3 midway through the second quarter.
This is what I'm talking about. Defending Melo in the short ISO area. Either you double or stay home with the shooters. But take a look at Ronnie Price. He's in no man's land. The middle of the lane completely ignores Chauncey Billups. That's an easy find for Carmelo Anthony with the line of vision. And you see Darren Williams. He knew it as soon as Chauncey Billups caught that basketball that was going down with the start that he's had.
Billups told us earlier today, I've got to be more aggressive tonight. Got to be more vocal tonight. And so far, Billups, the leading scorer in the game with 13 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. Right out of the timeout, they go to Millsap. He's the first Utah player in double figures now with 10.
Well, that's their favorite area of the floor to run pick and roll, and Denver's had a hard time with that all series. Millsap's already got 2 baskets off that exact play, catching it there, and then just going straight at the rim.
He's 5 for 5. Smith, great drive and spin, and pass to Anderson. Korver with great defense and hustle. And then Billups fouls Matthews.
What a play by Kyle Korver. First, he rakes down on Chris Anderson to get a piece of that basketball, and then that's just sheer determination. Again, wanting it just a little bit more. Gets on the floor. You see the great strip down right there, and then look at how far he goes to get this basketball to create an extra possession for the Utah Jazz.
And then the foul by Billups, his second team foul. Anthony Carter getting some minutes for the first time in the series, and he falls asleep on defense as Korver drains a 3.
After the hustle play, I love it. Go right back to the guy that just got you the basketball. Skip pass for Darren Williams. Kyle Korver all alone with the quick release.
5 points for Korver. Shot clock down to 6. Here's Billups. Melo working on Williams. Anthony, no, but a Darren Williams foul. That's the first on him, second on Utah.
This is just great spacing and awareness on the part of Darren Williams. They got the trap on the pick and roll, and there's no rotation to the shooter. They can't get there in time. They try to get back and seal off the inside pass, and Darren Williams saw that right away, threw the skip pass instead. It's just too far of a distance for a defender to get out there and cover when you got a quick release like Kyle Korver.
So Anthony to the line. He's got 8 points. We mentioned Kyle Korver set the NBA single-season record for three-point shooting, but he didn't take nearly as many as Tim Legler did the year that he shot 52.2%. Your third all-time.
Yeah, I teased Kyle about that. There's an asterisk should be next to his name. And I think Steve Kerr's the guy that should really be upset because he actually had the record by, I think, a 10th over me. But you got to give the guy a lot of credit. When you don't get a lot of attempts, it's even harder to stay in rhythm. And he spent a lot of time injured this year, so he's just a phenomenal shooter, one of the best marksmen we have in the game.
Millsap is now 6 of 6 from the field. Anthony on Matthews this time. Can't hit the jumper. Rebound batted out to Billups. Carter finds Anthony down low. 12 points now for Melo. And the last 6 for Denver, tied at 42. Series even at 1 apiece. Winner will advance perhaps to play the Lakers as Millsap hits again and is now 7 of 7 from the field. Although you don't know with Oklahoma City the way they played last night against LA. Durant had 29 points and 19 rebounds.
I mean, they feel